Hello aspirants, welcome to Excellence IAS Academy. In the earlier video, we have discussed about unlawful activities, its futures, its amendments and also arguments with respect to that particular law. In this video, we will discuss about Supreme Court judgment with respect to Unlawful Activities Prevention Act of 1967. As you all know that Supreme Court is a final interpreter of constitution and also it is the protector of fundamental rights in the country. While doing so that Supreme Court ensures that if any persons detained under any particular law, whether the authority has followed due process while arresting such person, and also it checks that any detention has violated any particular fundamental rights while arresting or also after arresting. For example, whether any arrest violated Article 20, protection against conviction, whether it's affected Article 21, freedom of liberty, and also Article 22, protection against detention. These fundamental rights are protected by the Supreme Court, ensures that these fundamental rights are protected in the country. In the case of Unlawful Activities Prevention Act of 1967 also, Supreme Court have highlighted some of the violations and also protected fundamental rights of the individual. Such case including when with respect to due process of law, Supreme Court in Phuleshwar versus Union of India had said that if any detention happened, it can be challenged in any court of India because on the grounds that the authority has not applied its mind while sanctioning for prosecution, and also the material was not sufficient, and also all the material was not before the authority while granting sanction against any individual. Such grounds can be considered to challenge any sanction for prosecution in any court of the country. With respect to violation of fundamental rights, especially with respect to considering about bail, Supreme Court in K.A. Najib versus Union of India had said that if any person detained under any particular law for a long period of time without any trial, this will lead to violation of Article 21. When such violation happens, particularly Unlawful Activities Prevention Act doesn't prevent constitutional courts to grant bail to any particular person when such violations happens. And also with respect to bail, in Jalaluddin versus Union of India, Supreme Court have said that legal conditions exists in any particular law. If all the such legal conditions are met, such individuals should be granted a bail. Just mere citing reason charges are severe would lead to violation of Article 21. Hence, in this case, particularly Jalaluddin versus Union of India, Supreme Court reiterated famous quote of bail is norm, while jail is an exception. It is evident that Supreme Court protected fundamental rights and also due process of law while giving judgments in these cases. But Supreme Court have also upheld the UAPA law once time. Supreme Court had said that mere membership of a banned organization is offense under Unlawful Activities Prevention Act of 1967. It is evident that Supreme Court protected fundamental rights but also upheld the law. In this context, we will see some of the measures which can be taken to ensure that the law is implemented in a fair manner in the country. Such measures are, for example, we can take amendments can be brought in this particular law, which can ensure that the definitions which are presently are vague can be made much more narrower, and also clear cut definition can be laid down, and also adequate safeguards to individual can be provided, and it can ensure not violation of fundamental rights in the country. Second one is that judicious usage of the particular law. We should not entertain the hatred politics in the country. We should entertain political neutrality and ensure that every law and every authority in the country are used in a fair manner against anyone. And also, India is being a democratic country, we should ensure that any political dissent or any views should be upheld and also respected, which are in a more fairly criticizing the government policies or government acts. Such dissent should be not be deemed as anti-nationalistic views, and while also ensuring the integrity and sovereignty of the country, personal liberty of the particular individual also be ensured. Thank you.